Live each and every day, love and live your way. Do your very best, learn and lead today. Be the best you can, it's your life. Take a stand, so live your best life. Live your best life. Come on and live your best life with Dr. Julia Royston. For I've come that you might have life and might have it to the full, overflowing, that abundant life that God came to give us. I'm Dr. Julia Royston, and welcome to another edition of Live Your Best Life. I am super, super duper excited, as always, to bring you people, places, and things, and to be in the land of the living these days, but to bring you resources and tools and information, insight, and empowerment and inspiration to help you not live my life, but live your best life. So I want him to introduce himself today. I have a Mr. Ty Norris with me today. Yay! And I want him to introduce himself, tell us what he does, and he can tell us all what he does, and how people can follow him on social media and reach out to him on his website. Take it away, Mr. Norris.
Well, thank you, Julia, for having me. I'm living my best life here based in Atlanta. I am a certified life coach, which means I host personal development workshops. I do personal development, career development, and ministry development, and some business development. It depends on mostly brand business development. I'm a licensed minister or ordained elder of the Churches of God in Christ Incorporated.
Yes!
I am a published author being published by B.K. Royston Publishing. I'm also a newly on-air personality. I have a radio show on Power 108.9, all Facebook and YouTube, called Tuesdays with Ty. First and third Tuesdays, you can watch me on Facebook and Instagram. Yay. So I'm busy down here in Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta, doing some hot things, staying safe, I know.
Staying safe. Definitely.
Stay safe in hot Atlanta. Okay, so where do I want to start first? Let's start with life coaching.
Okay.
So, and of course, I know that lends itself to ministry and all of that good stuff too, as well. So, so first off, do you offer private coaching sessions? Yes.
So generally, the reason I got into life coaching was I was laid off from corporate America, and I have a background in corporate America, not-for-profit, ministry, of course, and a government. And so I wanted to house all my customer service skills, my management skills, my negotiation skills under one umbrella, and provide tools for people to enhance their own tools. So I was hosting workshops. I can remember coming up and not really having a strong mentor in the marketplace or the business world. And I can remember saying, man, if I ever get the opportunity, I'm going to show people how to kind of succeed or to expand their existing skills and make it bigger so that they can position themselves for growth, right? So that's what I do. I help people see where they are and where they want to go. I don't deal a lot where they come from, because life coaching really is saying, hey, this is what I have. How can I enhance this, or how can I build upon it? So I do offer one-on-one coaching. Now with the current pandemic, it's going to all be virtual. But what I also do, I'll be having teachings that my clients can access. I have another thing I'm working on. I was going to do it anyway, but this pandemic has really pushed it to the front.
Sure.
And if people don't have a large budget, I also thought about that for me, if they can't take the time off from work, or now you're working at home, you can access my stuff and get the tools that you need.
Okay. So what's the website? Do we have that up yet?
No, that's not up yet. No.
Okay. But you do have a website, right?
I don't have a website anymore because I really don't need it. I think when I did have a website, I had a landing page, and it really was when my book was being, we did pre-orders through there.
Right.
People could get a hold of me, and that's how they ordered the book. But my book is on Amazon. So, but the best way to follow me and connect with me, even book me, would be through my social media and really through my Instagram, which is Ty Norris, Tynorz. My Facebook, you can follow me, but I can't add any more friends. I'm at 5,000.
Oh, I'm at 5,000 too. So we need another business page. That's our first business tip.
But people can follow. They can follow and stay up to date with us.
Yeah. So so at least follow Ty Norris, especially on Instagram, because at least we can continue to stay connected with him and look for those courses and that information coming down down the pike. So let's talk a little bit, because I know we talked before kind of about this, the balance of business and ministry.
Okay.
I want to, and then we'll talk about your books in a minute. Your book in a minute. I already put an S on it. Your next book too, but books in a minute.
So actually, I am working on 2 books, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We can get to that.
But I want to talk about balance between business and ministry. What does that look like? What are kind of your tools and strategies as well?
Okay, so first of all,
couple nuggets, because you have to pay Ty to pick his brain. Okay, so therefore you're not going to pick his brain for free. Now we're going to give 2 nuggets, not the 11 herbs and spices, just 2 nuggets to tell the people about how to best balance business and ministry.
This is my perspective based on my life experience and what we're experiencing now. Throw that out the door. There is no balance. You work, so throw it out the door. That's all I'm going to say on that, because that will be giving it. That's too much pressure to live up to. You're not a circus act. You don't have to balance nothing. You're just to be who you are and keep it moving.
All right. So we are who we are, and we're gonna live our best life everywhere we are.
It gets messy sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're pouring juice, some of it gets on the counter. You wipe it up.
Yeah.
So there is no balance.
Right. And you put
the balance is to keep moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think in these times, that's the golden nugget right there, is to keep moving, because I think some people may have stalled, like they just stopped, like they just froze, like it's too much for me. But you've got to keep moving.
Or Julia, back to your point about asking, did I have a website? Like right now, you don't even need a website. You need to be on social media.
Yeah, true.
People need to be, they want to see your content.
Yes.
They want to be able to find you, click and go and hear. You get 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's all you get.
Unless you're a household name, and by faith, I will be one. But, unless you're a heavy hitter, they're not going to websites like that, checking for you.
You're right. And the other thing too is that content is king right now. And if you want to make an impact with clients, this is my nugget and Ty's nugget. If you want to make an impact in the future, after this is over, after the pandemic's over, after the economic slump is over, you better be saying something now, because people are going to remember when this is over with. Like, you're going to be ready to sell later. You didn't help me when I was out there. You didn't help me when I was struggling. You didn't help me with a webinar. You didn't help me. You didn't say anything encouraging. You didn't even if you had nothing to offer for free. You should at least say, have a great day. How y'all doing? Kiss my foot. Do you have some food in your refrigerator? Can I send a hamburger by? Something, so that you can stay connected with your clientele. It is amazing.
That's so important. People want to see your humanity through here.
Yeah.
And one of the ways, like I mentioned, that my series is a 4-part series. It's not out yet, but I did send it over to my graphic designer, because I've had my people tell me that they want to see the announcement. They want to connect like that, and they want to pass the word on. So there is a way to prepare, like either through having a professional graphic done, but to your point, get on and tell your people, hey, I got a series coming out. Stay connected with me.
Yes.
Like, they want to see your humanity. And people think telling people that you don't have it out yet, that they won't listen. You don't have to have it all
together yet.
Yeah. They want to see you make a spill on the counter.
Yeah. They want to see you.
I'm going to add that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want to see that.
Yeah, they do. And I tell people all the time, you're waiting for perfection. And people are looking for authenticity. They want to know, okay, oh, so Ty's made a spill on the counter. So it's okay that my spill is there and I had to wipe it up and I had to fix it and the link didn't work the first time and that didn't happen the first time and only one person showed up on my live feed.
Right.
None of us have never had that happen before.
Like
no. I'm like, husband, you join the live. If nobody else is there, at least you be there. I got one. They say, is there one?
Call all your family members and say, look, y'all log in. Stay on. Yeah.
But you got to keep moving. You got to keep going. It doesn't matter, how it looks. Sometimes you have to look at the enemy in the face and say, okay, I will go. I shall go. To see what is going.
And then I think my second nugget about the balance between ministry and business or in this stuff is to say what you're going to deliver. Yeah. Like my show, I call it, I provide information and inspiration. So information, I provide current things going on in our county, like where constituents can go to get help during the pandemic. I've got an accounting firm going to be on my show. I'm going to interview who's providing small business relief, information for small business relief, and individuals about their financial filing their taxes and maybe some tax breaks they haven't considered. That's called information.
Oh, yeah.
That's relevant information you can use right now. And then inspiration is where I come on with spiritual tools about faith, spiritual tools about sowing and the laws of reaping. So deliver what you say that you promise your people you will do.
That's it. That is definitely it. Oh my goodness.
Don't talk about basket weaving and you're not a sewer. Like you don't sew clothes. Like
I know.
Unless they're your sponsor. Then
you best believe it. We're gonna talk. If we have a sponsor, praise the Lord.
Talk about it.
Use wisdom. Right. Okay, we're going to take a break right here.
Okay.
Oh my God, I am just, I'm loving this. And laughing is good like a medicine. Hold on 1 second. We'll be right back with more. Mr. Ty Norris on Live Your Best Life.
So you've always wanted to see your name on the front cover of a book. You've always been told you should write a book. You have a story. Well, we all have a story, but you've got to get that story out of your head and down on paper. I'm Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing, helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, and be a book business boss. Reach out to us at www.bkroystonpublishing.com. Schedule your appointment. Let's get started on your publishing journey today.
We are back with Mr. Ty Norris. Oh my God, the life coach, the author, the minister, the all-around guy, the radio personality, a great young man that I met at a conference. As a matter of fact, we met at the at AIM Kojic Convocation Conference a couple of years ago. So
2018.
Yeah, 2018. So he's been one of my favorite people I've been following for the longest time, and I will continue to follow and share all that good stuff. Super excited. Okay, so one of my favorite things is to talk about books.
Oh yeah, book lady.
That's what I do. I don't do basket weaving. I don't sew nothing. Now I shop when I want to, but I books is my thing. So Ty, tell us about your book, how people can get it, what
Sure.
it's about, some things that you really want to spotlight from your book.
Okay, so I wrote my book almost 15 years ago, but I published it in 2018 after meeting Julia. I met her at a convention, and I wasn't going to stop at her table, but I saw one of her books that said, like, I'll help you write this book, or help. And I had a manuscript, and she said, send me a copy, and she was very professional, which I really liked, and it protected my writing, and it protected her from libel. So I really liked that form she sent me. So that was my experience with her. And she said, you have a story, you have a book. And so it's called The Business of Overcoming: Tools to Overcome Any Obstacle in Life. And the premise behind it was I went through 3 major life changes during this time. And it really started out as a journal. I didn't lose my mind. I was divorced. My father had an aneurysm and succumbed to a coma and died 3 months later. And I lost my job as well, and I had to relocate. And so everything that goes with that. And the book really was towards men at first, because I was like, I just needed the support, and I didn't have it, so I wrote it. My BA's in English language and literature, so I'm a great storyteller anyway. So the pressure of that pushed this book out, and not to sound cliche, but it did. But I didn't publish it till later, as for such a time as this. So you can find it on Amazon, The Business of Overcoming. Like I said, it was published by BK Royston Publishing, which was a great experience working with Julia, and she pushed me. And even we had a hiccup at the end. Well, I had a hiccup. But, I learned so much through this book, writing this book, or publishing this book, and promoting it. Is another nugget is that I'm going to share in my series is be your own PR person until you need one. And so that means the same way you expect somebody to promote, market you should do that. So I've been happy. You can either cash at me, it's $15, or you can get it off Amazon. Either way. Yes.
I'd prefer you cash app Ty Norris and take it directly to him. It's the highest profit margin for authors, and I really encourage that you do that. So you need to be on social media, Facebook and Instagram. It's just primal 2 places that I tell authors all the time, be sure and dominate. So,
and don't have your Instagram locked. Like if you're offering a service such as a book or coaching or whatever you do, why is your Instagram locked where people have to request you? Like, unless you are balling like that, and even thousands of followers does not equate to thousands of dollars. It just means you have a large following. But these will be sitting in your trunk if you don't unlock your Instagram.
I don't know why people do that. I don't know. And I know that there are certain, are you that famous that people want to harass you or whatever? No. I'm just like,
block them. If somebody harass you, just block them.
Yeah, I know. Just report them. You said some huge things, but that promotional thing, we could have a whole show on that promotional thing, because as far as marketing, promoting anything, not just a book, but people want to, when they're investing today, if they're taking any money out of their wallet, whether it's cash app, Square, credit card, whatever they're doing, PayPal, whatever they're doing, that means they are willing to make an investment in you.
Love
and
that.
Not just, sometimes the book is maybe passed on to somebody else, but they're making a physical, material investment in you. And if you're asking for that, you can't say, oh no, I'm so private that I won't have my Instagram private. Yeah, that drives me nuts too.
Oh!
And they get mad. Nobody would support me. Well, how are they going to? And you won't let them inside a little bit to even talk about the product or service that you're. Okay, so that's a pet peeve.
If it becomes a scavenger hunt, they're going to give up.
Yes. Ease of access.
It's too much.
And you don't, and it's, I tell people all the time, it is not necessary to tell people every aspect of your life. It's not necessary. But you do have to allow people to have some insight onto you as a human being, especially when you want money from them. You
And-
want exchange, a means of exchange.
Right.
You don't have that luxury anymore.
And here's the thing with saying, to your point, you've heard people say, oh, people aren't authentic. They're not showing you their whole life. So for a great example, you might have to edit this, just like when you go to the bathroom.
Right.
Like, that's not a time that is not open to you all.
Yeah.
So there are pieces of our life that are private. It doesn't mean we're not authentic.
That's right.
But to my point, if I'm pouring something and I spill it, I may not post it. I'll show, look at, I've cleaned it up. So there are parts of your life that are not social media appropriate, that they should not. But you're selling an idea that, look, I've overcome and so can you. And that's the premise I come from.
Right. And then you have to determine what parts you're going to reveal and what parts you're going to keep. But you can't keep it all. Right. You're eventually going to have, because people will not be able to make you relatable. You're so high. Right. Oh, no, that's almost unrealistic that you never make any mistakes at all. That's just unrealistic.
I talked about my divorce I was a guest on another show, and I had never, but I didn't talk it in a way damaging her or anything else. I talked about it from a perspective that being true, being honest with yourself, if you're not prepared to handle something, it takes a mature person to say, you know what, this is not what I thought, or this is not what I thought I wanted. Yeah. So in time, you can reveal certain parts if it's going to help uplift.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's going to set somebody free. Right. And it's not, and I have people who say, I want to write about my life. Okay. So what's the point?
Right.
Are you trying to help somebody? Yeah. Because if you're just trying to bash somebody, we don't need to publish that.
Right.
And you need to go confront them and do all of that. No, we don't need to.
You need therapy.
Yeah. And you need a counseling session and all that. Right. That's fine. But if you have, after gone through those experiences, realize, all right, 3 things I realized. It don't have to be, you don't even have to mention that person's name, but 3 things I realized about myself. Mm-hmm. These are deal breakers for me. These are things that I'm looking for in another relationship. These are things, those kinds of things make you people understandable. We
can relate.
We can relate and relatable and human and all that good stuff. But all the rest of that, that's your private business. Exactly. We need that.
Yeah.
Ty Norris, I love you. I appreciate you and thank you for being on my podcast today.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to us doing some other things in the future. And believe you me, when I do some telesummits and some other virtual events, you'll be a part of it. And if our schedules collaborate and all that good stuff. But I really thank God for you and pray his continued blessings, peace, and safety. That's kind of my thing God has given me in this season. Blessings, peace, and safety and everything that we do. Thank you so much for being here. Reach out to Mr. Ty Norris on Facebook and Instagram. Follow him and connect with him, because I'm looking for that series, Purchase the Business of Overcoming, as well as follow him so you can see his next series. And I'm hoping that he's going to be having some group coaching and virtual seminars very, very shortly. So reach out, connect. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm Dr. Julia Royston, thanking you for being with us. And remember, my prayer is today, tomorrow, and always live your best life. Have a great day.
Live each and every day, love and live your way. Do your very best, learn and lead today. Be the best you can, it's your life. Take a stand, so live your best life. Live your best life. Come on and live your best life with Dr. Julia Royston.